Welcome to In the Hole. This is Christian Ajo In The Hole. And I know Christian from high school. Then COVID happened, and I basically haven't talked to you since. How would you introduce what you do now?
I mean, I make music and I just do stuff that I like, I guess. I
Okay,
don't know.
good. No, that's a good way to be. Well, how did you start music? And then also, how did you start on TikTok? Because TikTok and music both seem to be going well separately, but they are sort of separate
Yeah,
creative
yeah,
endeavors.
they are. Yeah. They started about at the same time when I was in Hebron. My friend texted me that he wants to like form a band with me, and then I came back. Uh, and then COVID happened, and then we were really bored, so we finally said, "Okay, let's make this happen." And around that time, I started making TikToks. Maybe a year later.
So COVID kind of helped with that then, because it was like a reason to have time and energy to be spending on this thing. So you're
Yeah.
making the most of the pandemic. I always have no idea how people end up at Hebron that aren't like close by.
I had like 6 schools interview me, and I guess Hebron was the only school that liked me, so they took me in.
And did you like Hebron? Did you enjoy it there?
I mean, I had fun, but looking back now at it, like I'm not really. It was just a bunch of like preppy kids, you know. It was
Yeah.
like private school. I don't think I really talked to anyone from there anymore.
My perception of you during that time is pretty in line with who you are putting out on like social media. Like I feel like the person that you were I like showing to people then is also the person that I'm seeing you be on social media. So in terms of the authenticity of what you're doing, you must feel pretty satisfied now.
Yeah, pretty. Yeah, I mean, I'm a lot more shy now than I used to be. I'm not really as eccentric, but yeah, I mean, it's still me. I have calmed down a little bit, yeah.
What is happening with your endeavors right now?
I don't really make TikToks anymore that much because it kind of like maybe 2 years ago, I started like getting my videos flagged a lot because I made vaguely political statements about like, don't be racist and all that stuff. And people, usually right wing grifters, didn't really like that. So, yeah, then it was really demotivating to make videos. So I kind of stopped. And then I just did music and posted TikToks whenever I felt like it. Right now, I make more music than I make TikToks.
Music, sometimes there is an easier connection between the audience that you're looking for,
Yeah.
while social media actually like tries to feed you to the opposite people.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really make political statements on uh in the bands because different people in there, and might be they might not click. But I have my own solo stuff coming out, but nothing political
Oh,
yet.
cool. Is this the first time you're putting out solo things?
Yeah, next week.
And are you putting out music on your own just as Christian Ajo, or do you have?
No, uh Pikku Prince is the name. It literally translates to Little Prince. That's
Oh,
what my
cute.
dad
Okay.
used to call me. So Little Prince and Pikku Prinssi, and that's PIKKUPRINSSI. The indie band, it's called Kukkatalo, translates to Flower House. KUKKATALO, and then Janoklubi literally translates to Rabbit Club. That's J, and it's the A with the dots on top of it, and also an N, and the O with the dots on top of it, and then KLUBI.
And then the second one that started more recently.
Yeah, it was 2023 maybe. Yeah. 2023. All the guys in the rap group are TikTokers more or less. So there was this one guy who kind of like saw that we made music, and then he kind of wanted us to gather and make music together. So yeah, that's what we've been doing.
Social media has helped you like significantly then in connecting to being able to make music.
Definitely, yeah.
Do you think that there's something that a lot of people are missing about social media? I think that's something that a lot of people want to pursue, but a lot of people are doing it in, at least like I see a lot of, not just performative in the sense that there's like performance happening, but performative in the sense that it seems like people are forcing themselves to do something because they think that social media is supposed to help them. But there are a lot of people putting energy into social media, but it's not having quite the results that they're looking for in the same way that it is working for you.
Yeah. I mean,
If you have any thoughts on
no,
like
no, no.
what is it?
Well, I don't think you really have to do social media. I think not to like disrespect the Americans too much here, but I think I think Americans sometimes can be a bit clout hungry. But I don't. You don't have to really be a star on social media to succeed in like a lot of stuff. There's a lot of bands in here, for example, who really don't kind of have any social media and they're doing pretty well. It definitely helps, but it's not necessary, really.
So this is like a very exciting time as far as like you guys just got signed.
Yeah.
That must be a lot of reassurance that things are working out and you are headed in the right direction and you're being recognized.
Yeah, definitely. And it like reduces a lot of the stress because they pay for like the studio. Of course, we have to like pay it back, but we get to pay it back from like record sales and stuff, so it doesn't really hurt as much. It actually came at a perfect time because we wanted to make a 6-song EP, and then we started gathering money from like selling merch and all that stuff, and we had the money already, and then the label contacted us, and it all kind of worked out perfectly. Then the label told us, okay, we're not gonna just record a 6-song EP. You have to like make an album. So we made a 10-song album. We have the agency behind us, so they kind of sell the gigs and all that stuff. So we don't really have to. The only thing we have to do really is to just promote, maybe. But
yeah,
but it's a lot
of the pressure is off of you largely.
Yeah. We don't have to like write emails and stuff unless we want to. But
yeah,
we don't want to.
Do you find it difficult to make music, especially when it was something that was originally 6 songs and is now 10?
I mean, it was very stressful, and usually when we have a lot of stuff to do, when we have to record, everybody's a little bit like on edge, but kind of worked out perfectly, you know. We went out to eat and had a lot of fun too. So, yeah, it's stressful, but it's worth it, I would say.
You can't spend 100% of your time making music, and I'm assuming the other people in the band also. What are you doing outside of music to be able to like allow yourself to be able to do music?
Well, yeah, I'm a personal assistant for disabled people, so that's what I do on my free time. I also study to be I don't think you have this maybe it kind of like a social worker. We basically have like a 2-tier social work situation here. So we have Losalamitoslatinfunklovesong, which is like handles all the bureaucracy with social work. I think that's the right word. I think that's what they do. And then there's a Sosiaaliohjaaja, which is like more, I guess they're more in touch with the people, I guess. So yeah, that's what I do. That's what I study.
How do you expect things to work out, or even how do you hope things to work out as far as like what you're doing in social work and what you're doing with music and all of the different facets?
I don't really know. I'm just going with the flow, you know.
How did you get into music originally? Is this something you were doing as a child? Did you come to music on your own, or was it encouraged externally?
I was in like a music class from grade 3 to 9, but that's about it. I didn't really. I don't know how to play any instruments. I just sing. I've always liked singing. My dad used to listen to a lot of like thrash metal, Metallica, but I'm not really a metal guy. But my mom, I'm not really sure about her music taste. I mean, she likes disco and funk, but yeah, I like disco and funk. Right now, I'm listening to a lot of funk.
If you had recommendations for things to people listen to in addition to your own music, what would you recommend?
I mean, I can definitely name some.
Only if you want to.
Yeah, I
Only
can
if there's
definitely
something that
name
you
some.
think is
I'm happy to show songs that I
yeah.
listen to. There's this one song called Losalamitoslatinfunklovesong by Gene Harris. It's really good. It has this sort of like a very Memphis type of bass in it, but it's like I think it's made in the 70s. It's really good. This is really like funk oriented recommendations, but it's my interview, so I can do whatever
No,
I
I'm
want.
into funk. I've been going to disco night a lot actually in the city. My like club of choice is like disco themed.
Okay, yeah. The other one is from this Brazilian like I think it's like jazz fusion, maybe a little bit of funk, a little bit of all. It's called Unknown Jam, and it's by a band called Azymuth. Azymuth. It's Azymuth, and that's really good. Third song is Pisces Pace by Dave Hamilton. 3 really good songs, in my opinion.
Are you guys like traveling for music? Do you get to leave Helsinki?
This is such a like a Helsinkian thing to say, but nothing really happens outside of Helsinki. But it is kind of true. But there's a lot of cool things that happen outside of Helsinki, of course. But yeah, we do get to travel a lot. Just now we had our tour, the album tour, I guess you could call it. I think it was 6 cities. Yeah, 6 cities. It was Helsinki, Tampere. I don't know if you know it. You might know it. You might not. And Turku, Tuusula, which is like my hometown. And then Lahti and a town called Hämeenlinna.
When did you move to the city?
Just a couple of years ago, but I've already like hung out a lot in Helsinki because my high school was in Helsinki. As an exchange student, I already kind of like hung out a lot in Helsinki.
Do you think city person at heart? It's more in line with.
I don't actually really live in the city. I live in the like I guess you could, I mean, yeah, suburbs, I guess, but it's not like American suburbs. It's a Finnish suburb. It's a little bit different. But
Yeah,
because we have buses here and public transportation and all that stuff. I'm not a big city person. A lot of my friends live in the city, like in the center of town. There's this basically like a cultural hub called Kallio. Literally means rock. But yeah, that's where a lot of the stuff happens. Kallio is more like a mountain. Mountain is like a rocky mountain, I guess.
I've heard that is the clubbing culture and like music listening culture there very strong, or do you think like what is Helsinki like as far as like, for instance, New York is like dying. Like
Yeah.
people do not go out and dance. You are like strapped to find a club that is filled with people dancing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you seeing that also in Helsinki? Like people aren't getting up and moving. People aren't paying for live shows.
I mean, yeah, it is. I'm not really a big club person, but there are definitely clubs here that are still working. But a lot of clubs have shut down. Our government keeps like cutting like all the what do you call it, social health and all that stuff.
Wait, why is that happening?
Well, because people voted for the wrong people, in my opinion. Yeah, we have a pretty racist government right now. But yeah, the clubbing scene, there are definitely like clubs that are dying out. A lot of clubs have shut down, but I would say like the underground music scene is doing really well. There's a lot of like grassroots stuff happening. Those are usually the best places to find like live music and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Do you look for and seek out new music or live shows, or like do you think there's a balance of like you're consuming and interacting with the music scene that's in like Helsinki, or is it mostly making? Like how much do you think the balance is of like going out to listen to music that's not your own and finding new bands, or even just going to shows in general and like Like, do you go dancing? Do you go to live shows? Or are you mostly like making or like making your own things or doing things in your own free time?
Uh, I mean, yeah, I mostly make music. I'm not really the club person type of person, like I said earlier, but and I also don't really attend live shows. But when I do, it's really fun. But usually, the way I try to find new music is to just put on a playlist and put the Spotify Smart Shuffle on. So that's where I get new songs.
Is there anything that I'm missing that you definitely want to speak on? Like, is there an important part of your story where you like discovered your voice or like any?
I'm not really sure. I don't think so. I think I don't know. I just don't. No, not really. No. I think it's been fairly like simple and easy. I just make music and it just happened to like blow up a little.
Yeah, that's
There isn't
nice.
really like a big story about it.
No, that's good. I think that that's honestly part of um what I'm finding I hear more and more. Like the goal, which it seems like you've achieved, is just to enjoy the day to day process. It's really not about playing Madison Square Garden one day or winning the gold medal. It's
Yeah.
more about loving the game while it's happening, which it seems like you obviously do. And it's also just interesting to hear about the culture of Helsinki is just so different than uh, America. Like again, like you said, like not to hate on America, but I think there is like we're very clout hungry. It's like a lot of social climbing, and it does uh, it. And maybe this is just my perception because I don't know a ton of people in Helsinki right
Yeah.
now, but like it does seem like it's you don't have to filter through all of these like plastic people
Yeah.
to get to people that actually just want to make something with you and aren't focused on their own. Like you can have a band and be involved in a band rather than trying to make a band out of people that kind of all want to go off and do their own thing. Like you can
Yeah.
let the things exist simultaneously.
Yeah.
Like you have your own, like you can be the Little Prince and you can be in these other bands.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But it sounds like this all takes a lot of time. Like, do you or does it feel like you're running around busy, or is it just that I'm catching you in a space where like the album has just come out, so you are taking like a breathing point? Like, are you sort of riding the waves, or do you find a way to maintain like a sort of lower energy, calm
Well, right now,
approach?
right now I'm making like my own album, the solo album. So I'm not really resting per se, but it's a lot more fun, I think, to make my own stuff because I don't really have to
Yeah.
weave through and filter out what people don't want because I get to make the music I want to make, which is like different from a
Mhm.
band because you have to make a lot of compromises and sometimes it does feel like I'm like running a lot, but it's fun. As long as it's fun, I love it.
You don't play any instruments.
No.
But so are you learning how to like make music on music making software? Like how are you making your own music? But it sounds like you don't really have a background in music making
No,
and you're
not
still
really.
kind of going for it. So are you learning as you go or have you picked up stuff from the band or like are you watching like YouTube tutorials on
Not
a
really.
thing and like
I mean, I'm lucky enough to have like friends who are willing to help me out. So like we're making the album and my friend Patrick makes the beats. So it's a lot easier and we have our own mixer and master the guy who does masters, I guess. I don't know how do you masterer. Yes. I That's why I kind of love making music like with people because I don't know a lot of like the technical stuff. I don't know how to work like a software or I don't really know how to play any instruments. So probably my biggest advice for mm, an upcoming artist is make music with friends or just people you like. It's a lot easier
Yeah,
than to
meet
do it
people.
alone. I feel like a lot of people have this feeling, me too, that you have to do stuff on your own, but it's not true. You should get like a group of people who support you behind you because it's a lot easier.
Has AI been making a difference like in music that you're seeing? Like especially to I think AI is supporting people in succumbing to their fears and pressures of like I have to do this thing all on my
Yeah.
own, so I'll do it like on my own with the help of AI.
Yeah.
Like are you seeing that a lot or is it not? Or is it like the general energy in your circles are like we're not using AI? Or are you guys using AI and implementing it but still also working with your
No.
community? Like what does
We
that look like?
I mean, all the people in my circle hate AI, and me too. We don't really, we don't like it at all. But I haven't really seen people. I mean, some people make AI music, but you can always tell when when it's AI. But yeah, we hate it.
Like the pressure of like doing this thing like all on your own, like like you said like even you sometimes feel the pressure of like you should maybe be able to do that. I think in America there's this big idea of you have to be like self-made,
Yeah,
even though it's sort of impossible. Like no one is self-made because there's whether you wanted to or not, like there's people in your community that are helping you and teaching you and encouraging you. So you might as well put energy into your community and
yeah.
appreciate your community. Are there any other things that you had to like sort of learn or accept about yourself or accept about the journey to be able to do things like that? Like you had to know that like you can't do this thing on your own, so you have to succumb to and enjoy the fact that you get to work with other people and sort of flip the narrative on this thing that it stops a lot of people from pursuing
Yeah.
things because they do let the voice win that's like you should be able to do this on your own.
Probably like the biggest hurdle for me generally in life is like asking for help. I think that goes in with the uh, self-made stuff that we talked about earlier. But yeah, but I've worked through that and I love asking for help. It's not as embarrassing as it used to be.
Yeah, I think that's an important lesson that everyone has to learn at some point. On the other side, I'm sure there are people that ask for help too much all the time and like take advantage of that. But I tend not to see that. I tend to see people like you and like me and like people I know that like asking for help is very hard. It's a very
Yeah.
strong thing to work yourself up to being able to do. What have been your highlights in all of this? Like was like biggest moment for you like getting this agency to sign you guys or was it little things along the way?
Yeah, definitely the agency and the label. That was really nice. I'm really like happy about it. Also, the album drop too. Oh yeah, Jana Klubi also. We dropped an album before the my other band Kukkatalo. But yeah, I've been pretty psyched about those. I don't know. It's been really good. Just in general. I think I'm a lot like happier with the little things too. All in all, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, it sounds like you're also appreciating the moments of like running and feeling kind of hectic.
Yeah.
What do you do when the running gets overwhelming? I'm assuming not, but do you ever think like I should quit, like I need to not do this, or is it always like it's
Well,
imperative?
I mean, sometimes I get the feeling that I really can't be asked anymore, but it's just like it's just a feeling I have for like maybe a day or two. But I usually the way I decompress is just stay at home, relax, chill. Nothing really special.
This is maybe a silly question. Do you have like a thing that inspires you to make music? Or is it
um,
like just a gut feeling that you know and want and like to do it?
I just know and like to do it, I guess. I mean, there are a lot of things that inspire me from like from my friends and my girlfriend and like other music. I think it's like an amalgamation of all of them, all of those things.
Yeah. I'm so used to the way that America perceives the arts. So it is very interesting to hear even like a little bit of how it's understood and appreciated and how things flow in Helsinki, but also just in another place. I'm really tired of the Americanization of things, and it sounds like any problem that you're having is like, to me, like the American way of things to be happening. Like any issue that's been happening, it sounds like that sounds like an American would have thought that
Yeah.
that was the right way. And I'm tired of it. Like a lot of the things in this American dream, like a lot of the things at the root of the American dream, I think are the things that are making people unhappy in America. And when people are unhappy, they don't follow what they are trying to do.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about all of your recent successes
No,
and
thank you very much.
going, but also do you guys do like music videos and stuff? There's kind of a learning curve for some people when they have to start learning how to like do social media or promoting things.
We don't really make music videos. It costs a lot of money and you don't get a lot. I mean, if it's like a high production music video. So for like
Yeah.
an indie label, it's like a lot of money to put in and you don't really get that much back in return. So we don't really focus on that. They told us that we can make like, if we want to, we can make a music video, but they're not gonna like financially support it. We make a lot of like, we do a lot of promoting on TikTok and Instagram, and that's been fairly easy for us because we have like a guy who like Atte, my friend, he loves like marketing, and that's like his thing. He also like during the summer he owns this little kiosk pretty close to the center of town, not exactly in center of town, but yeah, they have all these different types of events. It's like it's a little kiosk, and then there's like a park there, and then they usually set up a stage, and then they ask people to perform. It's really cool. It's a really good thing.
Yeah.
The marketing side of things has been fairly easy because we have a guy who loves doing that.
Where can people find you, and where can people see your shows, and what can we see coming next?
Well, I'm making the album, my solo album. It'll probably come out somewhere, if not this year, probably next year, January maybe. I'm not really I'm not really stressed about it. I'll just do, and it'll come out when it will come out. But next week my solo Pikku Prinssi. It's really easy actually. It's a self-titled song, so it's just Pikku Prinssi.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. We don't really do shows abroad, but if you got some people in the audience who really want to like come to Finland and see my bands,